Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
Sometimes we tackle tougher tech topics with our channel, whether we're blogging about it on lockergnome.com or we're doing a video on it and specifically posting it to YouTube. And it's been a while since I've really talked about the implications of going hands-free in the car. When I first started driving, we didn't really have a lot of distractions, unless, of course, you would count the people who were in the car with you, or potentially if you're eating something or drinking something while driving, or even listening to the radio. There are a lot of things that could potentially distract you when you're driving. And some states have gone as far as to ban mobile phone usage from within cars. And I'm not going to go as far as to say that they're wrong. I think legislation may be taking it a bit too far. But just making people aware that you should drive as distraction-free as humanly possible. I had an email from a subscriber after they read the article we wrote, 5 Reasons for a Federal Ban on Texting or Talking While Driving. I mean, this particular author on Lockergnome is for a ban. And had written, he said, well, why wouldn't you just ban children? They're as much of a distraction. That is true. I remember many times my dad saying, don't make me turn this car around, and then turning around and pinching one of us. Thanks, Dad. I still have the scars, just so you know. And my dad watches these YouTube videos, so I'm calling you out. Thanks for the pinches, really. It's taken me years of counseling to get over that. I still, to this day, when someone does this to me, I can't even watch Zoidberg on Futurama. It freaks me out. So, again, back to being a bit serious. This is something that you have to keep in mind. If you have a smartphone or any phone that allows you to communicate with somebody else, this is a deep distraction because you're having to remove your eyes from the road. That's your primary mission, is to get from point A to point B, if you're driving, to look down at another screen that's not helping you do what you need to do, unless, of course, it's some kind of GPS on the smartphone. You could get something that would mount it somewhere on your dashboard or potentially to your windshield. They make those pieces of hardware available to just about anybody, and they're not that expensive. Keep taking your eyes off the road to do something and mentally disengaging from your primary goal can be dangerous. It only takes like 1 second to really derail and potentially kill someone. If not you, then your passengers. If not your passengers or you, then someone else outside the vehicle. Texting is easy to do. You can do it with one hand, but doing this is not that easy to do. Multitasking really makes getting anything accomplished less, more difficult. I was going to say less easy, but more difficult, because instead of devoting 100% of your time to this task, you're devoting 50% of your time or less, because you only have 100%. We're dealing with that, in terms of mathematical constructs. So when you split your attention, there could be problems. And when your life is at stake or someone else's life is at stake, dude, 100%. If you do not respect that vehicle that you happen to be driving, if you do not consider that vehicle as a potential weapon, you are deluding yourself. Any distraction can throw you off, and it doesn't take that much time to do. If you are looking for ways to still keep that bit of technology around you as you're driving, I don't think you're going to leave your mobile phone at home. It's not all that practical. My suggestion, get a charger, throw it in the back seat where you cannot reach it. You can still be charging it. You can even have a hands-free system set up in the car, so if someone dials, you can just press a button on the steering wheel if you have that integrated, and you're talking. And it's just like talking to someone sitting next to you. No one's going to say, stop talking to the person sitting next to you. The idea is stay focused to what's happening in front of you, not what's happening on this screen. If someone's calling, trust me, there really are very rare exceptions to this rule. It's not as important as your life. You can call them back. Or you can potentially hand the phone to someone sitting next to you who does not necessarily have to be paying attention to what's happening on the road. Keep your driving distraction-free. I think banning talking on the phone over a hands-free device is going a little too far, because really, what's the difference between doing that and talking to someone? I think banning something that requires mental concentration like texting, I think that It's not a bad thing. And if you would say, no, why? It's my right to do what I want to do. You forfeit that right once I'm involved. And if I'm on the road with you, I'm involved. I don't care what you do in the privacy of your own home. If you want to watch TV and text at the same time, go for it. I really don't care. But when my life is on the line, I don't think it's all that far out of the realm of just common sense. Why would you risk your own life? You're welcome to do that on your own. But risk somebody else's? That's the problem here. I mean, this is just as dangerous. Paying attention to the screen is distraction. That's just as dangerous as drunk driving. Lord knows what it would be like to be doing this and being drunk at the time you were behind the wheel. You talk about disaster. When you're driving, just drive. And put technology around you that will let you keep the technology around you, but not distract you from the common goal. We've got more suggestions and really further thoughts in this blog post that I thought was very well crafted on the topic. This is kind of a hot button. I'm not generally a fan of legislation, being a libertarian myself. But you know what? If it does save at least one life, wouldn't something like that be worth it? Think about it. The life that could be saved might be your own or someone you know.